Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Jim Bradley,
Here.
Kathy Fleischer,
Here.
Dick McLean,
Here.
John Moore,
Here.
John McCurry,
Here.
Scott Rowley,
Here.
Kevin Pyros.
Here. May I have a motion for the approval of minutes from the November 18th, 2024 council meeting?
So moved. Second.
Any corrections? Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
John McCurry,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Jim Bradley,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. We have a motion for the approval of schedule of bills to be paid totaling $47,889.11.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Okay, Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
John McCurry,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Jim Bradley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. We have no old business, so we'll move on to new business. First up is Resolution R-57-24, a resolution authorizing the transfer of property located at 267 West Main Street and 269 West Main Street from the Trumbull County Land Reutilization Corporation to the City of Cortland. Submitted by the mayor. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Any questions?
It will take 4 to 8 weeks to get the transfer completed. That was our estimate, so other than that, that's all I know.
Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
John Moore,
Yes.
John McCurry,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Jim Bradley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Okay, Resolution R-58-24, a resolution authorizing the finance director to contract with Harbor Freight for the issuance of a city credit card account, submitted by the finance director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Because the finance director is not here this evening.
This is actually for my department, so.
Oh. All right. Kim, you want
But, yeah.
Just in time for Christmas shopping.
Right? No, there were a few things they found that just handy to have. It's not great for everything, but Harbor Freight is good for a lot of things. If you need like one item at a decent cost, instead of paying, hundreds of dollars, you might pay $50 for something. So, will we use it all the time? No, but it'll be handy to have if we need to run there for something.
Good deal. Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
John McCurry,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Jim Bradley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Okay, next is ordinance O-70-24, an ordinance authorizing an expenditure by the City of Cortland Police Department in the amount of $6,814.41 as its yearly subscription fee to Lexipol. This is the first reading submitted by the police chief. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions?
This is just our annual subscription renewal.
Any other questions? Hey, Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Jim Bradley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
John McCurry,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Okay, last is ordinance O-71-24, an ordinance amending ordinance O-01-22, establishing the terms of employment for the part-time firefighters/paramedics, firefighters/EMT-B, and fire inspectors of the City of Cortland. This is the first reading submitted by the fire chief. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions?
I'm gonna sit down with Patty, and I may ask in the next meeting if we can do an emergency to get past the way payrolls are gonna fall. Because next year's pay actually starts in December. So I will sit down with her to make sure, and that way she's not doing retroactive pays.
You want the second reading to be an emergency?
I was gonna sit down with Patty, do we need to change this? Or do we just go 3 readings?
No, we can add it to the, council's here, they're been given notice of it, and you've asked for them to add that standard emergency language, and you've given them a good reason. So, I think we can.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't, I figured at least we do 2 readings on it, instead of, we traditionally do third, but.
Yeah, we just, anybody on council have an objection if we add emergency language to this ordinance so that the second reading could be passed in emergency if the votes are there?
That ordinance was not in my packet,
So,
so
that's a problem there, but.
I've not seen it, but.
Here, Dylan, it should be, does anybody else want
No,
that copy? It's in the way, it's on the bottom maybe?
No. That's all right.
Sorry
Well, we're
about
not asking for it tonight in
Yeah.
emergency, so we're just asking for the ability to pass it next time in emergency if the chief and the finance director agree.
That way, if anyone has any hesitation, we're gonna get one more swing at it.
Right? So I'm seeing no objection from it.
I thought that's kind of what we were gonna do, just to make sure it's in place.
Well, it gets it in place, it's kinda nice having all council here so I can explain why. At the safety service meeting, I had to shorten this down, but, with all the balls that are in the air, it's hard to wait not knowing. We could be a week and finish everything out, or we could be another month to get things finished, or another, and I just don't want it. I'm hesitant to lose any more employees. I don't know if they go, but you just never know.
So we'll make that an emergency on the next meeting on the 16th, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. All right, Rhonda, can I have a roll call for this?
Jim Bradley?
Yes.
Kathy Fisher?
Yes.
Dick McLean?
Yes.
Don Moore?
Yes.
John Burkey?
Yes.
Scott Rowley?
Yes.
Kevin Pirate?
Yes. Okay, that concludes our new business. Next up is our reports. Chief, go ahead and continue with the fire department.
First.
Uh,
Man.
Since you had the floor for the last ordinance, we might as well just keep it rolling.
Keep rolling. Thank you for the support on the ordinance. Other than that, I don't have too much to report.
You're the man.
I'm telling you, I don't have too much to report. We're wrapping stuff up, end of the year. Nothing new going on, we're gonna deliver Santa for the Christmas tree lighting, so, have yourself there, we're still collecting toys for tots. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? All right, Chief, get off easy tonight.
Like it.
All right, next up, service department council.
I don't have too much either. We did first salt run this morning. We used some salt though.
We didn't use that much last year.
No, we didn't.
Is this leftover salt or new salt?
Oh, no, well, leftover. I still got a lot of leftover salt, so, but, yeah, went well, no hiccups that I've been reported back to me, so, had a couple new guys that are learning the ropes, and since we didn't snow last year, the new people I had last year didn't really get a whole lot of practice, so, but so far so good, so, first round was good. But that's all I have, so if anyone has any questions.
Any questions? All right, thanks. All right, finance director is not here. Maybe do you have anything from the finance department?
I do not.
All right, next up, Chief Morris, police department.
I wanna remind everybody we have the Salvation Army, angel tree out there. They're due back on Friday, so I think there's still some angels needed adopted, if you're interested in doing that. A lot of departments are switching to a new weapons platform, and, we, purchased 2 weapons, with a little bit of trade-in to offset the cost. It allows for just better performance, issues. A lot of departments have gone to that. Obviously, our budget doesn't allow for us to do that, but through the generosity of a local businessman, he put the bill for $7,200 of it. And then the trade-ins of our remaining duty weapons allowed us to make that transition at no cost whatsoever. So we bought the first 2 and, thought we'd have to phase this over a long period of time, but due to the generosity of the businessman who has been good to us in the past as well, then he's paid to make that transition, so he paid $7,200, and I thank him for that. Officer Poling has been released from his field training and is on the road now to help relieve some of our staffing issues. He's doing a great job, and we're thankful to have him. And our cruiser situation with the failure of the levee, we did put one of those cruisers on hold that we had ordered. When I had ordered them, I had kind of spoke with the sales rep about if our levee didn't go through, it was a bailout clause. He said that we would be okay. The good news is that Ford must be increasing production because they have now put those cars back on state contracts. So we actually saved, this is an estimate, but right around $3,500 for the car we continued on order. We kind of reordered it, if you will. We made no changes to it. We just saved $3,500 because it's back on state contract. The other good news is that it allows us to not be in such a crunch to order the car. So we're going to have like a February, March cutoff. So Patty and I can evaluate after year end, and we can decide if the budget will allow us to continue with the purchase of the second car. And so it gives us a little more wiggle room to comfortably evaluate that. And then we are going to sell one of our extra cars that we have with the failure of the levee. We're not going to be hiring any anticipated full-time officer at least this year. We can't put another levee on at the earliest to be November of next year. And to just let a car sit out here when I can get hopefully top dollar for it, I'm going to go ahead and sell that car and make our fleet as efficient as I can and try to stretch our tax dollars as far as I can, but I don't know how much more we can stretch. We're doing the best we can. Other than that, I answer any questions you might have.
Chief, please pass our gratitude on to the donor.
Yes, absolutely.
Any questions? Thank you. Chief, I want to thank you for the visibility at the Christmas tree.
Thank you. That was nice of you. Cold.
Cold, but nice. All right. Mayor,
Okay.
you're up.
We have the city's Christmas party on Friday, so just a reminder, everybody RSVP by Wednesday at the latest. These guys took care of the Toys for Tots and the angel tree. Tomorrow, at Country Porch Winery, we will have our Christmas December business mix and mingle from 5:30 to 7:30. The event is being sponsored by Chevy All-Stars New Woolham Chevrolet. So, I have snow announcements. Okay. So, the sled hill will be open, dusted on for sledding, weather permitting. And clearing of sidewalks is the responsibility of property owners. Be mindful of snow plows that need to clear the streets. Don't blow the snow back into the street. But in case anybody's watching online, please don't do that. Okay, so office closings. City offices are going to be closed Tuesday, December 24th, and Wednesday, the 25th. For Christmas, and closed Wednesday. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not quite sure which this is. Anyways, we're going to be closed January 1st. I don't know. But both times, Republic Services collection will be delayed one day due to the holiday. Jeffrey and I are going to Washington tomorrow after the mix and mingle. We'll be trying to secure $3.5 million from Senator Joyce's office. Like I said, it looks like they're not going to be passing a federal budget until March. That's okay. We'll just keep working at it. And just, you guys saw my update on what's going on with the safety service complex and how we're funding that. hopefully we'll have a guaranteed, maximum price either by the end of this month. Likely, we're not gonna have to hold a special meeting. We'll just I'll be bringing that contract probably, beginning of January. So we're moving forward with that project. We've got some other projects going forward this year, so it's gonna be a very, very busy year. Also in front of you, you guys have your monthly report from KO. So KO, we have to reevaluate KO's contract because all these are expiring. KO, Lakeshore at the end of the year, and then, we've already talked about it in MEG about how you guys wanna handle events going forward. You know, whether we wanna create a position for that, I don't know what you wanna do, but Saturday's event was a great success. There was a great deal of planning, by the entire team, but mostly by Jeffrey. I mean, it far surpassed, the Christmas programs of the past years. So we need to be considering about, what we wanna do, how we wanna handle those types of things going forward. And Jeffrey's also done, business development, being a liaison between the businesses, and a lot of that stuff has, kind of fallen through the cracks, and I don't have time to pick that up. So, we can discuss this further, within the next couple of weeks or so, but I just kind of wanted to put that in your guys' mind to get you thinking. So, and that's pretty much all I have.
Any questions of the mayor? I want to second on that. Saturday was, despite the weather being as cold as it was, I thought the attendance was good, and I hope all the vendors felt that it was worthwhile for them to come.
Yeah, they did. And the business owners downtown, it was beneficial for them as well. So they saw a nice increase in their sales too.
I didn't hear any questions, so we will move on to committee reports. Are there any committee reports this evening?
Yes, Planning and Zoning Regulations Review Committee met 5 o'clock to go over the occupancy permit program legislation. Very productive meeting, and we'll meet again early January on our next meeting.
Safety Service Committee met before council meeting tonight, to discuss the ordinance that was on the agenda for the, part-time staffing in the fire department.
Any other committee reports?
We had a meeting last week of the MBG, Marketing Business Growth, as the mayor alluded to. We will meet again in early January. I forget the date we set, but we will not meet late December. But a lot of consideration now being given as to how we move forward into 2025 with all the events and so forth that we've had this past year. And I guess, one of the things that we'll probably have legislation on here, if not the next meeting, the meeting right after that, is gonna be the extension of the business facade grant program into 2025. And we can discuss that more as we approach that, but that program has been used somewhat, not as much as we had thought it would be, but it's been used somewhat, and it's worth, promoting it and extending it into the new year, so. I would like to say, if you're available, what's going on this week with the business mixer tomorrow night. If you're available, try to come out to the Country Porch Winery and kind of rub elbows with some of our business community. We're expecting a good turnout. And Saturday, if you happen to be available, come out to Masonic Lodge for breakfast. We have a charity breakfast that morning for the benefit of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. know that's a group that's kind of dear to the mayor's heart. But they will benefit from all the proceeds that are from that breakfast. They build beds for children who do not have a bed to sleep on. So start your Christmas shopping Saturday morning with breakfast and help out a very, very worthy cause. Thank you.
Thanks, Dick.
Pancakes are really good too. They are.
All right, thank you for all those committee reports, Susie. Are there any announcements from council this evening? Anyone from the audience wishing to address council? All right, well, at that point, I will ask for a motion for adjournment.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John Moore.
Yes.
John Terry.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.